Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to you as well. My name is Jennifer and this is my channel. Welcome. So today we're going to talk about weight loss, life, lack of weight loss, weight gain, all of the above. It's been a long time since I've done a video just by myself talking about where I'm at personally, so I figured I would take this time. Gene has some errands to run, he had a couple appointments to make, so I figured I would just sit down now while I had quiet time and let you guys know what's going on in my life as relates to just me. Today's an iced coffee kind of day. We went to McDonald's and I didn't get anything to eat. I did get a nice coffee, a plain iced coffee, and then I just added my sugar-free mocha to my coffee when I got home. So let's talk about all the things, shall we? First, we'll start with, I have had so many comments that even though I think we're going to keep doing the joint reading the comments on Wednesdays. Maybe I will do a small segment just myself and then do a segment with us together. But a lot of the questions that I do get, the comments I do get, are involving him now since he is in my life and on my channel. So that's why I figured I would just have him come along and answer the comments as well. A lot of people are concerned and they think that this was like a last minute thing of having him come here, that he had nowhere else to go, and that's simply not the case. I have talked about in the past that I was planning on moving at the end of the year, either out of this apartment or to a different state. I mentioned that several times. And our plan was always for me to move there because he has close family there and his dad is elderly and he helped take care of his dad. So it would just make more sense for me to go there. And that's what we had planned on doing. So a lot of people were like, where did this come from? This was like a last minute thing. You never planned on meeting, which is not true. I just didn't share all of my details on YouTube, and I still don't share all of my details on YouTube. That's why a lot of people are making up so many rumors, and the speculation and assumptions are crazy, involving us, and our relationship will never be played out on social media. The details of our relationship are between him and I, and that's how it's going to stay. No relationship needs to be played out on social media. As far as people saying it's never going to work out and I'm going to get hurt or he's using me, nobody enters into a relationship thinking that it's going to fail or knowing for sure that it's going to work. You enter a relationship to try to make things work, to enjoy each other while you can, while you're in that season of having each other. If things don't work out between us, then they don't work out. The worst happens is we don't get along, something happens, he either moves out or moves home, whatever it is, but we're not looking at it that way. We're enjoying each other, enjoying getting to know each other in person. We had got to know each other for 4 years over the phone, and of course living together and being in each other's lives on a daily basis is completely different than being on the phone, although the way we relate is still very much the way we related on the phone. And when we met, when he got off the bus and when he came to my door, it was just like the most natural thing ever. I thought I was going to be scared, I thought I was going to be shy, but there was none of that. It was just like my best friend came back and it was like he was supposed to be here. As far as the future, nobody knows what the future holds. Even people who have met in conventional ways people that are healthy emotionally and have their lives on track, their relationships end badly and things don't work out. There's no guarantees in life, but I believe he believes that wherever God leads us is where we'll go, and no matter what, we'll always be best friends. He is the one person in my life that I can rely on, that I know will never judge me for what I look like, what I feel, what I think. I can be completely 100% open and honest with him. I have never felt that way with anybody else. And that is something that I cherish. His friendship, his ability to be my best friend and not just a friendship is the most important thing to me ever. And some people say, well, is he your boyfriend or is he your friend? I think that our relationships should be best friends. Regardless of what else they are to each other, you can't have a relationship. I don't think that you should have a relationship with somebody who isn't your best friend. And we're committed to each other. Neither of us are seeing anyone else. We are boyfriend and girlfriend. He refers to me as his girlfriend. I refer to him as my boyfriend. That's what we are. And he's my best friend. So that's just the way it is. And that's the way we are doing our relationship. Whatever happens in the future happens, and we're just enjoying life as it is now. And it's been, I don't want to say weird, but it's been different getting to know somebody and live with somebody. The only person I've ever lived with was my mom, and I haven't lived with even with her in 9 years. So it's very different living with somebody. It's a lot of compromise, it's a lot of patience and learning, and it's been a good learning experience so far. And we're doing wonderfully, I think. I can't speak for him and what he thinks, but I would assume that he would probably say the same thing, that it's been a great experience so far, and we're really enjoying. This is going to be our first Christmas together. We're very excited to spend the holidays together, and it's just a blessing to have somebody in your life that you love and who loves you, and we're a good support for each other. So let me get into more of the details of my life personally. So I haven't done a weigh-in video or talked much about my weight loss or lack thereof in a while. My last weigh-in was right before my birthday last month, and at that time I was 5'11". I've weighed 3 times since then, and I have had considerable weight gain. I'm sure that's no surprise. I'm sure you can tell by my face. I have even mentioned it in the comments. I have not addressed it in a video, I don't think. But I'm not trying to hide it. I've just felt really shitty about myself, just putting it out there bluntly. So that's the reason why I just haven't talked about it, is because I felt out of control for a long time. And this was before Gene got here. This has nothing to do with him being here. My weight gain has absolutely nothing to do with him, because this has been the roller coaster I've been on for pretty much my whole life. I will lose and then gain and lose and gain and then just not do anything. And I had stopped going to see my therapist right before my birthday. Not sure why I stopped. I think sometimes I get to the point in my life where I'm like, I got this, I know what I'm doing, I'm cured, I'm healthy, emotionally that is. I know everything, and I get that kind of conceited, false denial, false sense of, I don't know what I think, but I just think that I know what I'm doing, and I've had enough therapy, nobody needs to tell me anything, I'm good, I can do this on my own, and then I fall flat on my face, which I have. A lot of people say, well, you're not doing keto. So I'm getting off track again because I'm rambling as usual. The month of August was wonderful for me. I weighed in daily, and that kept me accountable. September was pretty good, not too bad. Then October was just blah. I have always went back to eating low carb, and I guess you couldn't consider it keto if you're not in ketosis. I think that is pretty obvious. But at no time did I stop eating low carb completely. I haven't been in ketosis for a long time, and that's not a secret. But I've always went back to I don't eat pasta, I don't eat bread. And actually, since Gene has been here, I haven't binged. Because as I've said in my other videos, binging for me is a very shameful thing. It's something that I do in private, and he's always here. So having someone live with you takes away that private time and doesn't give you the opportunity to binge. Now, as far as overeating, probably, but there's a difference between overeating and binging. But there's also an upside of having him here because he eats extremely healthy. I mean, he does the protein shakes, the organic food, and he is really a good influence for eating wise, and we've eaten a lot healthier since he's been here. I have lost a couple pounds since he's been here. I have not been in ketosis. I've still not gotten back into ketosis because the days that I eat low carb, I don't eat it consistently enough to put my body into ketosis. So I guess technically you would want to call it I'm not doing keto, I'm doing low carb. And I'm not doing a very good job of it all the time. So, and I know that there are a lot of people who are really quick to say, oh, you're lying, you're not telling the truth. Because I haven't made a video talking about it, it's not that I'm lying, I just haven't addressed it. And I have people who have asked in the comments, I have answered a few people and told people that I've gained, so it's not like a big secret, and you can see it in my face that I've gained. I feel like Graveyard Girl when she does sippy sippy. As far as doing a weigh-in, showing it on camera, that's not going to happen for a while. And the reason for that is because I feel shitty enough about myself, and that must be like the word for the day, shitty. I feel bad enough about myself. Seeing the scale myself, seeing the numbers on the scale makes me feel bad enough about myself. I don't need to hear other people's, what they think of the weight I am. I think that it's enough to say that I've gained. I don't owe anybody a specific number. There will be a time in the future that I will share a weigh-in live again, but it's just not right at this moment. There's been a lot that I've went through. I went back to therapy because having a relationship in person is a lot different than having the relationship on a phone. So it was important for me to get back into therapy to learn how to cope with these kinds of things. We are also doing things together to help bring us together and helping us get along and making us healthy together as a couple, and that's going really well. I am looking forward to continuing with that because even though it teaches us how to get along as a couple, it also teaches us how to get along one-on-one as well as doing therapy. I'm also still in contact with my OA sponsor, which is a great outlet for me, relating to somebody who does understand food issues. Gene and I are really good at supporting each other because we understand our addictions, but it is also something that I need to talk to other overeaters about because food is just not his thing, just like alcohol is not my thing. If I never had a drink ever again, it would not bother me one bit. A lot of people have said, and this is another place where assuming gets people in trouble. People saw my Jordan Skinny Syrup bottles on my counter. I'm looking at them right now, and was saying that I had alcohol in my apartment. There's not a drop of alcohol in my apartment. Those are Jordan Skinny Syrups. I think I've addressed that as well. But if I never drank again, it would never bother me. I have no plans to drink. Alcohol is not my thing. So it's a good support, but it is also something that we need other people who have our addictions so we can relate, because he just can't relate to me using food, and I just can't relate to him using alcohol. So being in OA is very important. I haven't been to a meeting in a while, but I'm going to be starting. I think after Thanksgiving I will start going back to my OA meetings and working on my steps, because he is working on his steps. So it'll be good to kind of compare our step work together and see how we're progressing with recovering from our addictions. I'm really looking forward to the future of getting this weight off. Okay, we'll go back to the weight. Here we go, me jumping around all random. I plan on going back to keto eventually. I am still doing low carb, like I said. We had an idea for next week, tentatively next week, I think. I haven't talked to him to make the specific plans, but we've talked about this idea and talking about doing it soon. So I'm going to say next week, but I can't say 100% sure next week. I have to run it by him first. But tentatively next week, we're going to do a segment, and I don't think it's not going to be, I don't know if it'll be daily or not, but we're going to do Eat Like My Boyfriend for a week and see what happens. I will let you know at the end of that week how much weight I've lost. Like I said, I don't want to post my weight right now because I feel very insecure about that. But I will be honest with you and let you know if I've lost any after eating like him for a week. And then after that, I do plan on going back on keto, doing the low carb lifestyle. I miss the way I felt. I felt so much better when I was doing keto and keeping my carbs very low. I had more energy. I just felt better in general. My general not feeling nauseous and tired and all that stuff that comes along with eating higher carb foods. Like I said, even though I have not been technically doing keto, I've been keeping it mostly low carbs. I have been eating, most of the carbs that I have been eating have been coming from fruit. I've been eating a lot of fruit, like bananas, grapes, watermelon, stuff like that. I've not been eating bread. I've still been making my chaffles, using that as my bread. I have had like pretzels a couple days. So it's not, I don't know what you would call it, but I haven't been completely pigging out on food. I can understand that a lot of people are wondering what the future of my channel is. If it is a weight loss channel, if it is going to be that, if I'm going to lose weight. Weight loss has always been a struggle for me, and it will probably always be a struggle for me. That's why I'm working with a therapist and working to get my head on straight, because no matter what kind of diet I do, what kind of lifestyle change I make with food, nothing is going to work until I change what's wrong in my head. And I am working on that again. I know a lot of people were concerned that when I said last week that I was going to be limiting my time on social media, people were concerned that it was Jean trying to make the decision for me to do that, and that's 100% not the case. Social media is not necessarily the function in a day-to-day life. It hasn't been important until the last, 10 years or so? I don't know exactly how long. But I need to focus on real life and not internet life, because as much as I enjoy the support that I get when I upload videos, it's more important for me to live a healthy real life than it is to worry about what's happening in a cyber life that's not real. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop uploading or stop communicating or interacting with people online, but it's just going to be very limited. My focus in life needs to be on my health, my relationships, God, and those are the three things that are the most important to me, and that's where the bulk of my time and attention need to be focused. and then social media can come after that. I've deactivated my Twitter account because I rarely tweet. It's just another social media that I don't need, because that is the least favorite of all the social medias that I'm on. So I just decided to deactivate that account. My Instagram account, I'm not going to be posting much on that account. I've made a private Instagram account for my family and close friends, and a few of the people that I've met online that I feel close to, that I will share more on that with, but privately. As far as my public Instagram account, I will upload maybe a couple pictures a week. I'm not sure exactly how many right now or how much, but it's going to be very limited. Of course, Facebook will always be my main form of social media contact, because that's how I keep in contact with my friends and my family a lot. And then YouTube, I will be uploading. I can't guarantee how much. Some weeks I may upload 3 or 4 videos, then other weeks I may not upload anything. It just depends on how I'm doing in my real life, what's going on. This past week has been pretty hard for me. I've been dealing with a lot of pain, endometriosis pain. Some months I don't have much pain at all, and then other months it's bad. And this month it has been the worst it's been in a very long time, and it's a struggle this week, this past week. So that's one of the other reasons why I've kind of not had a lot of social media interactions. That's why the last few videos you've seen on my channel were uploads of the keto cake, the broccoli cheese soup. I still have 2 other cooking keto videos coming up that were been pre-recorded for a while that I want to put out, because we videoed it and I thought it was a good idea, and it turned out well. I call them keto, and they are keto, even though I'm technically not in ketosis. They are low carb, and healthy. So I do want to share those as well. But I don't want anyone to feel like I am leaving you guys out or not grateful for you guys being there for me. My subscribers, my supporters, you guys have been amazing to me. There are quite a few of you who have stuck with me through all my craziness, my ups, my downs, my weight loss, my weight gain. I can't ever promise you what's going to happen in my life. I've messed up a lot. I lied to you guys about gaining weight, and I still feel incredibly bad about that. There's no excuse for it. When I do talk about it, I feel like I'm trying to justify it, but there is absolutely no justifying lying. But you guys have been with me through all this, and I can never guarantee what's going to happen in my life. It may be fun videos you see, it may be crying videos you see. I'm a crier. My first response to anything is to cry. Happy, sad, confused, scared. I cry all the time. And I know that annoys some people, but that's just who I am. I am that way when the camera's not on. So that's just who I am, and I'm not apologizing for it. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this craziness that is my life. And I'm just journeying through this life, trying to figure out where I need to go, what's the best place for me, the best place emotionally healthy. And none of us are in a perfect life. That's why we're here on earth, is to learn lessons. And sometimes, like me, we fail at learning those lessons, and we keep repeating the same pattern over and over and over again. But I am confident that in the end, I will learn the lessons I need to, and I will be healthier, and I will get to a better place in my life. I believe in myself 100%, and I know that eventually I will get it right. I know that I will lose weight. I'm confident in that, and I have a lot of people around me who are confident in that as well, and that is the support I need around me. And I am in a better place right now emotionally than I have been in a very, very long time. And that is showing in other areas of my life. Starting to get back to the weight loss. Like I said, I have lost a couple pounds since Jeans got here. It's nothing significant. And that's another reason why there's been a lack of doing like a weight loss, talking about my weight loss. There's been nothing significant other than the gain that I had for the past 2 months. So I don't want to keep talking about that. There's really nothing to report until there is something to report. There's really nothing to report other than saying the same things over and over again. That just bores you. And if you're not, I know a lot of you have subscribed just for the weight loss videos, and this channel was never created just for weight loss. It's the bulk of my channel, but it's not everything that my channel is about. I'm really enjoying the different kind of content that I've been uploading lately, and my content will continue to be varied. There isn't going to be one theme. I know a lot of you subscribed just for the weight loss videos, and I will always mark those clearly so you know when it's a weight loss video. But this channel was created to share my life. As the title says, Life by Jen. This entitles all kinds of life things that happen in my life. The good, the bad, happy, sad, whatever they are, that's what I'm going to be sharing. And I appreciate you guys have stuck with me. It means a lot. And I look forward to what the future holds. I feel optimistic, and I guess that's it. All right, I have some house chores to do. I have dishes to do. I have clothes to fold and some straightening up to do because we need to finish decorating for Christmas. I will have a Christmas decorating video coming soon, and kind of like a little mini apartment tour showing you our Christmas setup thus far. I have a couple other videos planned. I don't know when they'll be released, but there will be content here and there, and I hope that you will stick around and enjoy it. And if not, that's okay too. I understand. But whatever happens, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you remember what you're grateful for, and remember that there is a lot to be grateful for. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a good weekend coming up, and I will see you guys again soon. Remember, be the love, be the light, and do good things. Bye, everyone.